Oh, what's up guys, welcome back to a new video on East Coast Manga. So today we're going to be talking about Ajin Demi-Human. Now this is going to be my kind of review slash first impression of Volume 1, which I really enjoyed. And I think Uchu Shelf actually said it really well in his last reading log. Hopefully this video doesn't go up too late, but the last one he did, he mentioned how this manga basically got him back into reading manga. He took this really kind of long hiatus where he wasn't really interested in reading anything. He just didn't really have motivation, and I can definitely see what he meant by just this manga really bringing him back in and just kind of giving him some joy, because this manga really just kind of grips you right at the beginning, and this isn't something that you're gonna take breaks from. You start on page 1 for volume 1, and you're at the end of volume 1 before you even know it. It's just that good. Now, without giving any spoilers, basically this story is there's these humans which you may not even know you are one, but they're called demi-humans because basically when they die, they don't actually die. They're actually immortal humans, and it's a semi-new concept, and there's only 2 in Japan that are known. And our main character, I'm gonna call him Kai. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his name. It's either Ki or Kai, but I'm gonna call him Kai. He ends up being a demi-human because, as the story describes on the back, basically, he gets hit by a truck and is supposed to die, but doesn't end up dying. And so he finds out he's demi-human, and the issue is these demi-humans are pretty rare, and, you know, like science likes to do, science wants to capture them, the government wants to capture them, and do just horrible tests on them and try to kill them in every single way possible. They feel pain, they just don't physically die. They'll basically black out and then come back, and they're able to regenerate themselves, and it's honestly crazy. But if you are able to catch one of these humans, and you know, you could potentially make a lot of money, be semi-famous, and then also they're not considered actual humans, so they don't have the rights of humans, so basically they're slaves. So as soon as his classmates find out that he didn't die after absolutely getting crushed by a truck, he's a huge target. So the government's after him, not hitmen, but basically hitmen coming to capture him, you know, private agencies and stuff like that. Just your average typical person, because you know there's the news and probably social media and stuff like that. So this volume is a lot about learning about this, you know, this concept, and also him and one of his friends basically trying to escape him getting captured. And now the thing with these demi-humans is it's assumed by the public that the demons are not actually violent, and they can't cause any physical harm. They do have this screech which immobilizes you, but you can wear earplugs, and as long as you don't hear it, then you're not immobilized. But as you guys can assume, without getting any spoilers, but one could assume that these demons, demi-humans, not all of them are non-violent, and I'll leave it at there. And we see some of that towards the end of the volume, and honestly I'm just super excited to get into volume 2. I don't have it yet, but some point soon. So like I already described the story, I think it's a pretty good story. I think the artwork's pretty good. I think it's pretty graphic, but not I don't know, not super graphic enough to maybe turn some people off. Although if you don't you know, darker stories, I don't recommend you pick this up. But if you don't mind darker stories, or you even like darker stories, like some of my other manga, I highly recommend you check this out. I would say, you know, maybe it's similar to the darkness you get from a Tokyo Ghoul or Dead Man Wonderland. So if you like those stories, if you kind of like where those are at, like I said, I definitely recommend you check this out. Now the physical size of the manga itself is a little shorter than regular manga, which I'm not a huge fan of, and it's also a vertical printing. So retail is $12.95, which is way too expensive for manga in my opinion, per volume. So if you're able to get it cheaper than that, I highly recommend you do that. And here's some of the artwork right here. Some sections are a little bit text heavy, but just because there's a certain story that needs to be delivered in this, and especially at the beginning, just describing everything that's going on. So my first impression, as you guys know, is really good. But you guys know I also really like dark stories. I like, you know, it doesn't have to be horror stories. or like horror manga. I prefer just dark, kind of graphic manga. And this hits that while also kind of having a kind of shonen-esque artwork, you know, in terms of like character design. It doesn't look like, you know, Urasawa or, you know, Death Note or, you know, other artwork. The humans are a little more drawn to like reality. This one definitely has some shonen vibes in terms of the character design, which I actually like. It's kind of refreshing to see, you know, a darker shonen, similar to Tokyo Ghoul or Dead Man Wonderland. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, so this has been it for my first impression. I recommend you check it out. I highly recommend you check it out, even if you just read a couple chapters online before deciding to really dive in. I didn't do that. I kind of just went straight in because it was at the bookstore when I went to check out some other stuff. But yeah, so that's been it, and I will catch you guys later.